mastering something. I went to a business course called Business Mastery by Anthony Robbins and Chet Holmes. Invested time, and you don't want to know how much. I learned mastering anything. You need to have a mentor, you need to have a teacher, you need to pay attention to the detail. Major progress, major progress. I walked away from there with three things. If you can measure it, you can manage it. If you can manage it, you can grow it. And then it was, what do we measure? Then, whatever you focus on, it would influence you. What influences you, it influences your outcome. So I said, how do we take this? What do we get your attention to focus on for an outcome? Because the outcome that you're looking for, very much different. The outcome I'm looking for, and very much different than the outcome the other guy is looking for. So we made a new tool, taking the knowledge, the wisdom of business mastery and brought it in here, and we made sales incentive. What is sales incentive? Is looking at historical information and say, you're here. What does it mean, you're here? Up to today, from today, year back, we roll it back 1 year. You have done this much business, which translate to the number of invoices and your average invoice amount. Then we break it down. We say, hey, from today, a year back, you have done this many invoices a week with this average invoice, this many invoices a month with this average invoice. Now, tell me where you want to go. Where do you want to be in time, in 1 year? Do you want to increase your business by 20%? Do you want to double your business? Do you want to triple your business? You remember, hunger is requirement for progress, taking it to the next level. Once you made your mind up that what is the end game for you, which is different than anybody else, you enter your number. So what it does for you now, it says, okay, historical information, year, month, week, number of invoices, average invoice. Now, you made a decision to grow your business, whatever outcome you want it to be. It says, okay, in order to have this outcome, this end game, you need to do this many extra invoices a week, this many extra invoices a month, and your average invoice should be this to have the outcome you're looking for. We brought something else into it to say, okay, guys, if you want to do this, what else do you need to see? And you told us, I want to measure where I am versus where I have been and versus my goal. No problem. We brought another part into it. Although this is your desirable outcome, if you can measure it, you can manage it. This week, you have done this many invoices, and this has been your average invoice. This month so far, you have done this many invoices, and this should be your average invoice versus what your goal that you set should be. So it's kind of GPS. GPS is, you're here, you want to go in here. What do you need to do? Where do you need to go to get there? Make a left, make a right, 1 mile, 2 miles, 1 block, 2 blocks. We give you very specific. Let's talk about specific. We learned from you, in order to achieve breakthrough outcome, we need to use SMART. S-M-A-R-T. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely. In everything that you have taught us what to do, we have used this formula. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely. This is very specific. It tells you, hey, this many invoice a week. This should be your average of invoice. It is measurable. You made the decision if this is attainable for your business or not. We didn't do anything. It is with you. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Can you double your business? Is it possible? I would say you can do better than that. If you can measure it and measure this progress and then look to see what we need to do relevant to today's marketplace. How do you need to train your people to upsell that not only you increase the number of invoices, but you increase your average invoice? When was the last time you trained your salespeople? Your salespeople? When was the last time you got trained on selling? Because most of us still selling the same way we were selling 20 years ago. And consumer buying habit has changed. Consumer listening has changed. Through your collective knowledge and your collective intelligence, the best of you told us what works. And the best of you are not having any experience of the marketplace. The economy should not impact your economy. The best of you are telling us the economy did not impact their economy. Not only they didn't only sustain their current position, they grew their business in the worst time of the economy in the last 80 years. So we took their best practices, their best intelligence, and we brought it here and we automated this. Now, new module. Data is new gold. Big companies are buying our raw, this fragmented data, clean it up, give it meaning, and sell it back to us. I ask most of you, what is the most valuable asset of your business? Some people say, my location. I said, we're virtual location of .com, which is your main competition. By the way, the highest growth in the last 3 years, if you talk to any of your vendor, the highest growth of their business is the people who have the .com, not the stores. So location is relevant. Some people say my inventory. I say, buddy, I can buy better inventory cheaper. Some people say my employee. And I say, hey, I can bring people into your organization or any other organization and train your staff to be salesmen? No, superstar. Superstar is a guy who is hungry every day for progress. He doesn't care 5 minutes ago he made $40,000 sale. He's going after the next one. He's a hunter. If he hunts, he eats, and he eats well. If he doesn't hunt, he doesn't eat. Now look to see who is the hunter in your organization and who is the farmer in your organization. Farmer is seeding based on what you have put in the ground in advertising, marketing. People come in and he sells, and based on your information, on a best day, his rate of closing is 30%. Average salespeople in our industry right now is doing 15 to 20% closing. People are coming to your store. You have become a showcase for the .com. They come, feel it, touch it, get the information. I'll be back. And they go buy it online. So based on this, you can now measure the performance of the salesperson too. If you can measure it, you can manage it. Another part of this. I still don't have the right word for this module. Should it be time and attendance? Should it be measurement of employee? Should it be measurement for closing rate? We have made a new module that you can put name of every employee, from salespeople to clerk to delivery guys to labor to the back office. They come in, they log in, they go on lunch break, they log out, they come back, they log in. The days they are not there to log in, and we give you who has been in your organization how long. So there is a misperception that we have around the guys are here doing what they are doing, and the log is there. All these people who are here today, they're not here. Then from here, you take your salespeople and you put them what they call up system, available in the order to next customer. So when they start taking care of a customer, they punch in their password. Go. End result. The outcome. If the guy has worked with a client 40 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the end result shows no sale, an approval, or a sale. No, it is very easy to measure. I, the salesperson, what am I doing for you? How long does it take me? And what is my outcome? We have never had this kind of measurement in place. Now, if you see the progress or decline, it is up to you. What do you have in place as far as compensation? By the way, we are paying most of our people for what they used to do 10 years ago. We are not paying them for what they need to do today to generate revenue for us. So this at least gives you the visibility, gives you information of this pool of people who are working for you, that's supposed to be generating income for you. How many people talk to the clients and what was the outcome? And you pretty soon see this guy rate of closing is 10%, or he's a superstar and he's doing 80%. Automated marketing. The new gold is data. What I don't have about your business is your data. What your competition doesn't have is your data. Your data is the most valuable asset of your business. So what we have done, that the system automatically, you set it up one time, and from there on, it reaches the customer. If you have an email, it says, for sale, take this template, send this to the customer. For an approval, take this template, send it to this customer. So some of you won't have email. So what do we do now? The system checks automatically. If they have email, send email. If it doesn't have email, it goes take another template, put the information. Information, we know Mrs. Jones came to your store. We know she took a black 9x12 Peshawar. It says, Dear Mrs. Jones, thank you for purchasing 9x12 black Peshawar. It's very specific to her. They take something on approval, the same thing. They take something on approval, they bring it back, another template in communication of email, or it goes in a queue. The end of the day, whatever has happened, it would print it in the back of a postcard that you have already picked, something in the front, and the back is blank, and you have put it in a printer. So imagine somebody doing this full time for you. They got to know what they're doing. They got to be consistent to do it every day. And they got to be able to keep track who they send what. Totally automated. For a cup of coffee a day. So if you're willing to buy me a cup of coffee a day, you don't get me, you get all this, plus all my staff. I have gathered super talent around me to serve you. Let's explore your data. Let's dig out the gold and generate revenues that is sitting there and nobody is touching your gold. Your gold is in your database. And we touch these people all the time. We send them email on their birthday. The system, once you set it up one time, automatically. I have a client in Ohio, anniversary, birthdays, and he make notes in the system on different important event that he makes inquiry while he's making a relationship with customer, and on all of those he's sending postcard. He spends $0 in advertising, and he's one of the most successful retailer doing auto marketing. Come, let's dig the gold out.